Can you talk to how your network and relationships have impacted your career, maybe in NFL career and then also in your real estate career?
Absolutely. Networking is one thing I wasn't fully aware of it. And everybody said, when you're in the NFL, use it to the best of your ability because you're going to be able to get into way more doors than you can when you're out. I'm just realizing the power of networking. I understand, like, it's got me to a lot of places, the doors I've been able to get into. But when you think back, and I think back, like, the random conversations where I'm talking to Prince Mukmara and Devin Kennard, like, hey, what are you guys doing with your money? I was just blessed enough to be in that opportunity and in that room to talk to these guys, and they started teaching me about real estate and helped me out and learning, and that's how I got into real estate. And now I think about everybody else I run into contact with. You guys, met you a couple days ago, and look at I'm here now. It's like those opportunities. I love just being a sponge, and truly, like, I understand the quote more and more now. Like, it's all about who you know. So that's a huge thing. And honestly, I'm more about like the genuine relationships, because I think a lot of people just use the word network, but I'm all about, like, when I ask you how you're doing, like, I'm actually curious, like, not just the surface level stuff, like genuine relationships. And I think if my goal is just to continue building genuine relationships with people, and then from there, everything takes care of
Brett,
itself.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because the word networking almost bothers me because it's not, I'll tell you what it's not, going to a seminar and handing out business cards and saying I'm networking. That is not networking. Networking, what it is, and we've done this, we try to do this more and more. I hear that somebody's child is a fan of the 76ers. I call somebody that I know that works for the 76ers. We send them a jersey. Like, that is how to get in front of somebody and show that you actually care. Or are you actually listening to what they're saying? And not, what's up, how you doing? Like, networking has become, we talk about it on almost every podcast, and I just don't want to throw the word out there because, like, people that are listening, like, it's just like, you don't want to be surface level, or it's like anti-networking in a way. So that's kind of just
To make it sound
better than
I
me.
guess I'll say sexier, but it's not really, like, we talk about capital all the time and money, right? And everybody seems to put this high value on the dollar, right? Because that's how the world, quite frankly, that's how it runs. There's another thing that maybe we talked about with Jesse or someone else, but it's relationship capital, right? There's so
100%.
much in your genuine relationships. The whole reason we're here at Immersion is, we shared the story multiple times, but we met Jesse through him listening to our podcast, DMing us on Instagram. Didn't realize we impacted him at all. He shared his story with us, how he left his W-2 job, told us that we made an impact on his life. We're like, holy crap. I can't believe we're actually, like, making an impact. You just thought you had the social media, thought you had the brand, and, like, some people see things. You don't know what, like, our Instagram got up to 30,000 followers, and we're like, this is amazing, but it seems like a number, dude. You don't realize the real people and the stories you're impacting. And then Jesse calls us up. He tells us about Immersion. He's like, listen, guys, I'd really like to have you out to this event. It's got 7-8 figure entrepreneurs, but really, I'd like to just have good people in the room. And I'd love to have you guys in here. We've become friends over the years. Haven't officially met in person. We're like, dude, if you're in, we're in. Like this, if you're 100%. Running it, I'm in. And we showed up, and, like, dude, we've known you for 30 minutes. I feel like I've known you forever. And it's like just talking, like, it's not talking about football, dude. It's talking about Brett Hundley. Like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
How's your career evolved? Like, who is the person under the helmet? And, like, now the second version of you, these conversations don't happen often. And it's hard to find genuine people that actually give a shit to talk to you as men that are trying to get to the next level of their lives, no matter what level you've been in before. So I think it's just healthy. I want to thank Jesse sitting here with us. So this conversation would not be possible without you, brother. We are thrilled and honored to be here. And thanks for putting the show together.
Appreciate you guys being here, man. This is incredible. What I want to ask you, because you were a big traveler.
Huge.
You beat me on the country, so I thought I was going to flex on you the other night. I'm like, I've been to 20. And you're like, I've been to 60.
Yeah. Damn, how many countries are there?
I don't know.
You crushed a lot, dude. That's good.
So I want to ask you, I think we actually talked about this on the phone one time, but how do you travel and then also have your 3 vertically integrated companies all be working when you're not here?
Yeah, I think it goes back to the relationships and like, when I work with people, when I have people working in the companies and stuff, these are true relationships I have that I can trust the work ethic that they've done. Because when I retired, I was in Arizona for, let's say, a year and a half or 2. I was with them every single day to build, and I'm huge on culture. So I think if you build the right team with the right culture, everything takes care of itself. So when I originally started the companies, I had to start them while in Indianapolis, while, playing football, where after practice I would get on and Zoom and we'd talk and make sure things get done, to where I retired and then got to Arizona and spent a year and a half building out the systems, the operations, the people, understanding, okay, I can trust you to do this. And that has allowed me, I think it's just, I focus a lot on people, the culture of things, huge on it. And I feel like everybody I work with, I can trust 1,000%, where if I know, hey, I'm not here to micromanage you. I know you're going to get your work done. That's what we're all for.
Yeah, that's speaking the language of coming from team sports, right?
100%.